Welcome back to the Kings Park Tournament Expert Division. This is qualifying round, hole number 9. Here we are going to be playing a sniper bounce up shot using a Kingslayer type ball, P3 side spin 3 plus, and wind 4. Now, with that being said, this shot is doable with a Kingmaker. The only thing is, I have not done any testing with a Kingmaker. So if you're going to play this with a Kingmaker, you're certainly going to want to put a little bit of time in testing it and tweaking it as needed for the higher wind strength values. For the drive, we're going to be setting up at the bottom of the plus 13. Bottom of plus 13, we're going to have the red ring touching on the left rough for APOC 8. We're going to have 1/3 of the red ring in the left rough for APOC 7, and 2/3 of the red ring in the left rough for the APOC 5 and 6, and that is at the bottom of the 13. 5 top spin, 3 left spin. The adjustment here is P3 plus 10% max. Pull this one as straight as you can. There are definitely some different wind angles, and they do change the rollout. But as long as you're pulling it straight in all the different wind angles, you will still get yourself within range to be able to play this albatross shot. We're using left curl and full overpower. And the left curl, we're having the right side of the ball touch the inside of the shot circle right here. Again, and that is with full overpower. So even if you catch a headwind angle and you pull into a little bit of OP, it's not going to affect the shot unless you start pulling into a lot of OP. I'd say anything more than a ring, maybe you want to try and start adding a little bit of topspin. But generally, it's been safe in all winds with a wind 4 ball. Full OP. Try to hit perfect. I know you didn't get to see that, so I'll play it again. You can get some different rollouts on this drive. You'll get anything from, I think I've gotten like 380, 382, right around there, all the way up to 402. And that depends on the wind direction, wind strength, and the type of bounce you get on your first or second bounce. They made these fairways bumpy, and those humps and bumps are what causes that to happen. But the good news is, no matter what rollout I've been getting here, so long as I hit perfect or a single great on either side, I have been safe and in range. That one right there was 388. It's in range. The approach shot, now this one plays P3 plus 10% at slider. We're always going to be using sniper 10 numbers. P3 plus 10 at slider using sniper 10 numbers. Because you're going to be counting rings from men to get your slider value. And I don't want you to catch some, a different adjustment that might be off by 0.1 or so, and then burn an edge because you don't have the Sniper 10 in your app. So Sniper 10 is what I tested it with. Always counting for men. So that's what I would recommend you use. So first thing we're gonna do is find min club. So I turn around, I push back till I find min. I'm packing a grizzly, so I have that hard min line, and then I count rings up until my clear ring is touching the bunker and the rough at the same time. So that by turning it around, it allows me to count the rings easily, and it allows me to see the rough line and the bunker line at the same time pretty easily. And so it doesn't take me too long to line it up. This shot can be kind of a time sink, so definitely recommend practicing. Just at the very least, so that you get comfortable with the mechanics of the shot, you know, where you want to set up, how you want to, you know, your screen to look when you're setting your rings up, you know what pull angle you might need to get the drop. So at least one practice for this one. It is a good opportunity and a good chance at an albatross for your qualifying round, and albatrosses can make the difference in tournaments. So, my opinion, if you've got a good opportunity, it's always worth at least a practice token or two and a little bit of time so that you increase your chances of getting that drop, right? And move yourself up in the rankings. So once we get the clear ring touching the bunker and the rough at the same time, we're going to add spin so that the tip of the ball guide is touching the line that is one line below the hole, right? So you see this line here? That's where you want the tip of the ball guide. It is roughly a half a square short of the hole. And you're going to want to offset the tip of the ball guide as you need to based on your wind strength and based on the slider percentages of your sniper that you're going to be playing. So if you're between 0 and 33% slider, if your wind is 6 to 6.5, you'll aim at the left edge of the cup. If your wind is 6.6 to 7.1, you'll aim at the left center of the cup. And if your wind is 7.2 to 7.7, you aim center cup. That is for slider values between 0 and 33%. If your slider is between 33 and 66% slider, then wind 6 to 6.5 aims at the left center of the cup. 6.6 to 7.1 will aim center cup, and 7.2 to 7.7 is going to aim right center of the cup. If your slider value is 67% or higher, then you're going to offset as follows. Wind 6 to 6.5 aims center cup. 6.6 to 7.1 aims at the right center, and 7.2 to 7.7 will aim at the right edge of the cup. Now, the higher percentage slider you're playing with means the further into your club, the more wind push you're going to get over the longer distance that it has to travel. And we have to account for that if we want a good chance at dropping this. I did spend some time on this one, trying to give you guys the best opportunity here. These are the tweaks that I'm using. I tried to keep them as simple as possible. So hopefully you guys can go out there and grab yourself some albatrosses and set yourself up well for the next round. P3 plus 10% on the drive and the approach. 5 top, 3 left on the drive. Make sure you're playing it with full overpower. Left curl as I showed you, and setting up at the bottom of the 13. You want to pull the drive as straight as the drive and the approach. I'm just trying to pull those both as straight as I can. I'm not trying to favor any flicker one way or the other. Rings for men for your sniper are as follows. 1 is 3%, 2 is 5, 3 is 8, 4 is 11, 5 is 13, 6 is 16, 7 is 18, 8 is 21, 9 is 24, 10 rings for men is 27% slider, 11 is 29, 12 is 32, 13 is 35, 14 is 38, 15 is 41, 16 is 43, 17 is 46%, 18 is 49, 19 is 51, 20 is 54, 21 is 57, 22 is 58% slider. I have not had to count any more than that, but if for some reason you find yourself further from men than 22 rings, then what I would tell you is to add 2%, then 3%, then 2%, then 3%, for every ring above that. So if you're 23 rings, then you'll play it at 60 slider. If you're 24 rings from men, you'll play it at 63 slider. 25 rings for men, plays at 65 slider, right? 2 3 2 3. Good luck, everyone. Hope you get the drops. And we'll catch you on the next one.